Chubstep.
Jrad. Cacao.
Creating the oil of judgment.
Steed.
Chubstep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
And you can't have a favorite Iron Chef. It depends entirely on the secret ingredient. Sometimes I feel you don't know food at all.
It was free pizza! Free fucking pizza!
I have 7 female wives. Go to my Instagram.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Welcome, babies. Welcome, bimbos. Welcome to Chubstep. Chubstep.
Bimbos. Yeah, you're back to the bimbo things, dude.
I call people bimbos.
People are all into that? They're fine with it?
In my head, when I'm driving my car and I pass like a lady with big boobs on the road, I go, look at that bimbo. I say that.
So that makes it worse now.
I say that every time I go, damn, look at that bimbo. And then I look to my right and nobody's in the car with me.
So, okay, but still the term you're using, I thought it was going to be more like affectionate term.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've called all my ex-girlfriend bimbo as like a sweetie.
Instead of sweetie, or like as they were shutting the door on you?
Yeah, as they're leaving, I have a good day, bimbo. Come here.
Was it the last conversation you had with them, or like is this constantly throughout?
Yeah, I mean, it was throughout, like at the beginning, so I got them used to it.
Okay.
Then I just said, "Hey, bimbo, take out the trash, bimbo.
Yeah,
get it, like cook me dinner, bimbo."
Yeah. So I've been targeted with the Snapchat, some of those stupid Snapchat like things on the stories, things that pop up that are basically ads. I think that people pay for. But one that would popped up is like, it was like a I can't remember what it's called, some dating show. I think it's called. I
know some of these words.
It's basically dating for not normal people, and like basically there's always one person that's fairly normal, and then the other person always has like some crazy job, or like their whole face is covered in tattoos. Or they have some crazy feature about them or something. But one of them, like the headline of this was like, I hope he doesn't mind that I'm a bimbo. And like it was more like a lifestyle choice and how she chose to look and stuff like that than anything.
I don't even
else.
know what a bimbo is. I just know it's bread. It's a brand of white bread.
I don't think there's bimbo bread.
Yeah, look up bimbo bread. It's a brand of white bread.
Bimbo, I've never had bimbo bread. I'm more of a Wonder Bread type of guy. Yeah, I was not okay.
Bread.
So bimbo is just So bimbo is a cute white bear. I've never seen this bread before. At least I don't think I have.
That's what I think about.
Okay, this cute little white bear. I like him. He seems nice. I guess he would be a bimbo, self-proclaimed bimbo. And there's a picture, like in Bimbos on their website, about us, and there's a picture of a girl with a mask on making bread. So,
oh, hot. Let's see. I don't see her. Okay.
Well, I just wanted to be a little careful before we start throwing around that term for.
I am talking about the fluffy bear bread.
Okay, so
it goes great with Nutella.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay, good. We're gonna have a few guests on. I don't know if we're gonna split this up into 2 shows or how we're gonna do this, but we're having some guests on.
Yeah, we got some guests.
Recording live from somewhere.
All right, we're back with Chubstep Molly. Molly, your first time being on the show. Molly, you said you listen to the show every night before you go to bed, and you keep it on while you fall asleep.
I do. It's pretty regular for me, especially on Sunday nights. Best start to the week.
That's right.
Yeah. You want to start the week on a good note.
I've only pushed you off about 5 Tuesdays in a row. So
this is actually I've had very famous people, Molly, that have blown me off less than you, but that works out because we finally got you here. In certain communities, you are the most famous person that I know. Just depends on the community.
Yeah, like a really small portion of Chicago land.
I mean, hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you very much for joining. I know it's been a long time coming, but there's actually we can talk about a new thing later on that happened that we couldn't have talked about earlier had you come on earlier, which is Oktoberfest. We'll talk about that later because I'm curious to hear what that was like.
Yeah, we got a lot to unpack there.
But before that, I wanted to have you on because we heard kind of a crazy Bachelorette story in the, I guess, the rumor mill that is the Midwest.
The tea sesh. The tea sipping time.
Yeah. When we were hearing rumors, like, where's the source? We were navigating, and it led to you. And basically we want to hear the story from you. But I think just to give a little, precursor here, I think everybody has thought that Bachelor and Bachelorette parties have gone up and up and up in the craziness of it. And we can talk about that more after, but I'll let you start with your story. So what happened?
Yeah, I'll dive into it. I think this is a prime example of Bachelorette culture really just spiraling. So to set the scene, Bachelorette party, Miami. Already people dropping off just because it's in Miami. $600 flight. Don't even want to talk about the hotel. But first night we get there with a group of 12 girls and we have a dinner reservation. Minimal details were given about this Bachelorette party. I just kind of showed up. They said, just show up for a good time. All right.
Well, what did you hear? So I'm curious to hear, like, what was the details that you got? You said minimal, but just.
Yeah. So the maid of honor sent out an invite and it just said, dinner at Kiki on the river. Don't wear white.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's it.
When was this? Was this pre or post Labor Day?
Post. Think about that for a second.
Okay. All right.
Post
so
Labor
then
Day.
that's a classic rule then. Don't wear any white after.
Oh yeah.
She's just reminding you. I get that. I'm on now. I'm on team bridesmaid.
Okay.
We'll see how it plays out, but I mean that's a reasonable ask.
Okay. So don't wear white. Yep.
So that's all the context I was given. And on the Uber over, I'm asking, like, what's the dinner situation? Like, should we order bottles of wine? Like, what's the vibe? I mean, it's a group of like 12 randos, different friend groups.
Yeah.
Just trying to, keep the peace here. And she's like, oh no, like, order whatever you want. Like, we're having a good time. Get cocktails. I'm like, okay. Sounds good. So we show up to this place and we walk in and it's like it's giving Rainforest Cafe.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That is classy.
Yeah, the vibes were immaculate.
Did they have like animatronic elephants and
giraffes
and stuff?
Unfortunately, no. That was the one thing they were missing.
Okay.
But
yeah, I do like
I'll give them a call.
Okay.
So we sit down at the table and I immediately know I fucked up because I look at the menus. They're all customized menus with wax melt stamps, like Harry Potter mail.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
like, this is given $signs. This is going to cost you.
Yeah, because they have to do that for each person that walks in, basically.
Yeah. So it's customized, all to our party, menus, prefix, all picked out. So we sit down, start ordering espresso martinis. The drinks are flowing. We're loosening up. Vibes are good. Just kind of settling in. Some appetizers start to come. And then I look to my right. This is 10 minutes into the meal. Bottle service girls, sparklers, banners coming out. It's like 5:30. They're going in these like little bikini outfits. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. I wonder where they're going. Yeah, they're coming to our table. 3 bottles of champagne. Come
they
around.
Couldn't get the dudes out. They don't have bikini laden dudes. I got to move to Miami. I could make a killing.
That's right.
Yeah.
As a dude for that. Because what would you have rather had? Like a yoked dude or like, some bimbos as we were talking about earlier, Jay?
We were looking for you. If you were there,
well, it doesn't have to be
worth
There's a plethora of tan Cuban men down there that probably could have done the job.
Yeah.
They're missing their opportunity.
Yeah, man. That's a business.
Okay. So
All
these
right,
girls
sorry.
come out, three bottles of champagne.
So yeah, at this point, we all have an espresso martini on the left, champagne on the right.
Yeah.
We're all starting to let loose. You know, we'd already had a few drinks before we got to dinner.
Yeah.
So food starts coming out. Got like meze platters, appetizers. And then this woman starts walking around with a camera and she starts flashing off pictures at us. We're like, okay, you know, whatever. That's kind of
I don't know
weird.
her, but
yeah, but sure, we're here for a good time. She rolls back around like 10 minutes later. She's selling these pictures for like $50. We ended up buying like 3 of them, and not even our whole group's in the pictures. I'm looking back on these. So they're just like in it for the money.
So this is like the pictures you when you go on a roller coaster and they're like, you want to buy back the pictures, and you're like, I didn't even ask for these pictures.
except a lot more
That's
personal.
exactly what happened. I didn't know that happened at restaurants, but
I've never seen that.
Miami,
Yeah.
it does. So then some more food comes out and people are starting to get real drunk. Girls are wandering away from the table. They met some Spaniards. Half the girls are over at a different table, not even sitting with the bride. I'm like, you know, trying to entertain the people sitting there. And then, I don't know, things are just continuing to spiral. And
That sounds fun, though.
you know, it was
Kinda.
fun.
You can get
We're eating,
absolutely
we're
wasted.
drinking.
And how's the food to this point? How's the appetizers and
Pita bread and hummus. I mean,
Okay.
they could have done better.
Okay,
They could've-
okay.
Yeah,
All right,
now
so
They
then-
start bringing out
Yeah.
some salads, you know, but we're kind of filling up on that and the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even halfway through the meal, and I see the server like go over to the maid of honor and whisper something to her. No idea what he said. Then 10 minutes later, more bottle girls come out with a handle of Tito's. A handle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in Chicago to get a 5th of Tito's bottle service, like $500.
Yep.
I don't even want to know what this cost us.
Yeah.
Nor did we need it because we have
Every-
champagne, a vodka soda, and espresso martinis at this point,
Yes.
fully unhinged. And we haven't even gotten to the main course yet. So eventually they bring out steak and like their what's it called when they bring out the whole branzino and they're like filleting the fish in front of us and we're all like fish. Or
I don't know.
I don't know the term for that.
I've
not
never
fancy enough.
experienced anyone screaming fish at a restaurant.
well, we started that trend. So
Okay.
that's gonna be a new one. But yeah, I mean, no one even ate the main course. Everyone's just like hammered at that point. And then it gets a little hazy. I don't even remember. Like dessert comes at some point. I think I had a bite of it. But this restaurant turns into a club.
Mm-hmm.
People get up on the chairs, start dancing. This is when things really unfold. Like these men start joining our group. Big Mike, this one guy rips off his shirt.
Oh,
Everybody's
Big Mike.
dancing on the chairs. And they look over. And I'm somehow somewhat coherent. He puts his foot, I just see him lift up his foot, trying to step onto the table, which is filled with food, drink, bottles.
Oh no.
Hits the deck.
Oof.
Straight up, just nose bombs. And the servers come running over. They're like, oh, it's okay. He didn't hit his head. It's fine. And I'm like,
Wait, did he fall on the table or on the ground?
he fell onto the table, but luckily didn't bust the table, kind of rolled off onto the ground.
Ah, well, he didn't hit his head.
Did he hit
It's
some of the
fine.
He in
expensive
his
food
head,
and drinks?
so it's not a liability, so it's fine.
They're like doctors. They've trained for that situation.
Are people done eating at this point and drinking?
We've made that decision that we're done.
Okay. Yeah.
The food, there's still like 5 steaks on the table. I mean, it's just not. the
Oh,
cards.
you'd think Big Mike would be all over that.
That's what I
Eating
thought
up
he
the
was
table
there.
scraps.
Yeah, he probably needed a few more. He wouldn't have passed out.
So they shoo away Big Mike.
Is he just a local? Like, how did you get this name? Somebody tell you this is like he's just a local.
All the
Probably
other girls at
introduced
the
himself
table
as
were
Big
yelling
Mike.
Big Mike. I think that
Nice.
was his tried and true name, guys.
Yeah. So they wheel him away.
And then I look over and Big Mike is back. No shirt on.
Good.
And one of the girls is on his back. One of the girls on a group. They're standing on a chair. She's on his back, like getting crazy. And then they both hit the deck.
Yep.
And she does hit her head. And that's
Oh.
kind of where the night really just took a turn. And I'm like, all right, we got to get out of here. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
meal is
you only
toast.
lost 1 out of 12.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad ratio.
I think
How
that's
long were
fine.
you? How long were you there for? Do you think?
I think it was like a 3-hour ordeal. I mean, time
Okay.
is just.
I know.
So
I
you're
know.
out of there by like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
and it sounds like everybody's already dead.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
That's
once
impressive.
we get back to the hotel,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to wrangle the troops.
Yes.
But at that point, I'm thinking, okay, like we did some damage for sure.
Yeah.
But I have no clue. Paul, what would you think that meal, what I just explained to you, what do you think that would cost? 12 girls.
Oh,
food,
man.
drink.
So 12 times 100. This is my baseline. 12 times 100 is 1,200 plus.
Good math.
I'm gonna throw in another 100 a girl for drinks.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna add it up to that times 2.
So 2,400. You're saying?
$2,400. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, plus tip, but $20 a girl.
Okay.
I'm assuming you guys aren't big tippers.
No, definitely not big tippers. Not after
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, Big Mike and everything.
Only if you're taking the bottle of vodka to go, but
Yeah, so 2,400 plus 20 times 12. Jay?
Yeah. 2,640. I think is what you're.
2,650.
Is that right?
I'll round up.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah,
Maybe
I'm going
2,700.
2650.
2,700.
I'm going 2,650.
Okay.
if you're on the Price is Right, wrong.
Oh,
More than double that, okay?
more than interesting.
The bill came out to $6,000.
Oh my God.
I don't even know.
6,000.
Oh my
$6,000.
God.
That's $500 a person.
Someone got a lot of credit card points from this purchase, is all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
They did. They could get free airline miles. They paid for their whole trip.
I mean, the shock and terror of the girls. So I'm staying in a room with some friends back at the hotel.
When did this news come out?
When we get back at the end of the night, I'm laying in bed.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're
having
already
a silly little
sleeping.
time.
Okay.
And someone from across the room is like, guess how much the bill was? I got to look at the receipt. And I'm like, a lot. I don't know. Probably be $200 a person, $300 a person. No, $600 a person.
Oh,
Oh my God. Yeah.
Trash.
With the tip and stuff.
Trash.
Oh,
And,
my
we're covering
God.
the bride, all round up. Terrible.
Oh, yeah. So even
So
more.
then-
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. And this is night 1, meal 1. People were livid.
How many nights are there?
Only 2 nights, thank God.
Okay.
But we're going pool party cabanas day 2. You don't even know
Oh,
what's
my
in store for
God.
that.
Oh, you got to milk some dudes. You got to milk guys like Big
Yeah.
Mike for the drinks.
We
That
did
should be
after
free.
that.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
some
We had
pretty
to
bad
get real
stuff.
resourceful for day 2.
Yeah. That's
But I mean,
that is
it's
rough.
just out of hand. It's out of hand.
Was
Man.
there like a mutiny against who planned this all? The maid of honor?
Yeah.
And was there a mutiny against
Yeah.
her?
Was there pushback? Like, did anybody say we didn't agree to that, or like, what was the reaction, the group reaction?
So the next morning, one of the girls, I'm like not confrontational. So I'm like pissed, but I'm like, I don't even know. I'm hungover at that point. I got bigger problems. And one girl in the group is like, I'm going to go talk to her. Like, we cannot spend this kind of money today. And I'm like, more power to you. Get after it. And she comes
You
back
go
to the room.
do
So
it.
they have a private conversation. She comes back to the room and just says that the maid of honor's response was, yeah, we knew it was going to be expensive, but we heard that this is the one restaurant you have to go to in Miami. Kiki on the River, Rainforest Cafe 2.0, trash food, servers that were manipulating us, scamming us.
Yeah.
Taking
Where she got that
photos.
info,
Oh my God.
She probably saw like a TikTok about it and then decided, yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go to Kiki on the river. I didn't even know there was a river in Miami.
Me either. And I never even saw the river.
Kiki on the ocean? I'll go to Kiki on the ocean. Now, I'm not going to Kiki on a BS river.
For that
I've been
price
to a
point,
river. Yeah.
you
Better
need
be
some
like
real
an
You better have a
waterfront.
whole cruise ship for that price.
Yeah, Kiki on the cruise ship. I might. You know what? I recently did shell out like $600 to go fishing. I didn't. Well, I did get. I had to make my own food though. It was bullshit.
Yeah. So the thing is just the lack of warning to be like, and also just the not asking the group what they want, just like the ordering for you. You don't get a choice.
Yeah,
And there
that's
were like
wild.
2 girls on the trip that are in college. So I'm like, the disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
their
like-
dad's paying for that. He's gonna be pissed.
Honestly, they're probably in the best case because
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. They probably are the easiest. Yeah. Dad, it wasn't my fault.
I don't know what happened.
Oops.
Oh my
forced
God.
into it.
So that's just 600 for that. Then you're talking about a flight, hotel, and everything. I mean, you're talking like $3,000 or so for this, probably minimum,
Yeah.
right?
I
Oh
mean,
my
so
damn.
bad that at the end of the trip, the first text we got was, if you need to be put on a payment plan, just let me know. Mark my words, I will never go on a payment plan for a bachelorette party. That
Oh
you
my
just
God.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
Oh my
that's
God.
severe.
Like if you know that that's the case, like where you have to send out that text, you should not be planning it that way.
Yeah. Red flag.
Oh my God.
Wow. The
And
maid
I'm
of
just a
honor.
little outsider, like kind of the rando on the group. I thought
Yeah.
everyone else kind of had it under control. And I get there and I'm like, okay, none of this has been discussed.
Just one person going rogue. Yeah. I know it's tough. It's a fine line between like go with the flow versus like this is just a mess and I can't keep going along with this.
Yeah.
I've talked about the story on the show before, but just the closest experience that I had to that, Molly, was I was at a bachelor party in Scottsdale where they were, and I've been to a couple in Scottsdale, but this one we were at a pool party. I get there by like 11 or noon. The guys had been there since like 9. Because a couple of us got a Airbnb close by instead of staying at this expensive hotel that it was at. So like half of the bachelor party was staying at the Airbnb, the other half was staying in the hotels. So because Airbnb was literally like a third of the price.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's Scottsdale. That's what it's made for.
Exactly. So we went to the pool and they had already been there like 2 hours. They're all wasted. There's like 3 or 4 empty bottles of Tito's, like that had been bottle serviced. I get there, have like 2 or 3 Miller Lights, and by the time I get there, 30 minutes into it, the bachelor is passed out because he's already wasted. So he goes up to the hotel room. I'm there maybe another 2 hours, but again, like 2 or 3 Miller Lights all the time. We're just hanging out. It's like daytime. I'm like, I don't want to get wasted. We're going to do stuff later. Like hanging out. And then all of a sudden, as we're wrapping up, and this guy's like, okay, yeah, it's like $400 a person. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I said, hey, like the 3 of us just got here. I'm not splitting this. And luckily we had the opposite of this, where we had the one of the groomsmen was like a brother of the bride that was a few years older, and he just covered the difference for us.
You got a rich guy.
He understood the situation, and he's like, yeah, you're right. You guys don't have to like, but most of the time you're never going to have
that's the men versus women thing though. Guys are cool with it. They're like, yeah, of course. Like,
yeah, or if there's a rich guy, he'll just be like, oh, let me use my rich guy card here. I'm paying for the whole $6,000 meal. That would be like a Hollywood Joe move, Jay.
Yeah.
But he might like secretly do that and then rub it in our faces for like 8 years.
I'm sure Molly would prefer to have somebody rub it in her face than she have to pay for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well,
True.
I guess it's a good future thing for you planning your bachelorette party, right? Or whatever you're going to do, is to kind of know, like, to be conscious of that sort of thing.
Oh, you got to invite that girl. You got to invite the one who planned that one and then like just fuck her over. Just
oh my God.
Can we have your credit card? All of ours are at the pool.
Hey, friend's older sister, you're coming.
Yeah.
I can't say no.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh no, everyone left their cards in the. Everyone lost their credit cards. You have to put this on
Yeah,
yours.
shit.
We'll get you back.
The thing is, you can always have a fun time. You don't have to spend. The fun time is everybody being together, right?
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
doesn't.
Yeah, and
would've
like
been-
booze.
And like booze.
That too.
And
Yeah,
and
you gotta
guess what?
add
You
the
can buy
booze.
the booze and bring it to your fridge, or keep it in the cooler or
Yeah,
something.
you
like
can do
that.
whatever you want.
And then go to the restaurant and then get 1 drink or 2 drinks. But that's because you're already
Yeah.
plastered by the time you get there, and then you don't care what the food tastes like.
That's what I'm saying. Trying to think economical here, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
and
was-
everybody's gonna enjoy it just the same because they don't remember it anyway.
I mean, we couldn't even hit the minimum on that bill. Like that was the whole thing why we got all these bottles because like we couldn't even physically eat or drink that much. So that's just like a
So it had a
sign.
minimum on the table.
Oh yeah, I left that out. She knew going into it the minimum was like 4,500.
So you did
That's
it. You surpassed it then.
Another reason why that should have just never been on the table. Like she went into this
Yeah.
knowing it was going to be at least $400 a person.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we're not going to
crazy.
Alinea here. Like
You
this is
gotta
not
check
fine
with that.
dining.
You gotta check about that.
Oh
That's
my
insane.
god. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
There is it. It's definitely that's the most extreme one I've heard of, Molly. But it's like everybody's got a story like this.
I know.
It's,
I mean, it's just out of
crazy.
hand.
It is getting out of hand, and it's like a long time ago they used to just do it like at the same spot they're going to do the wedding like the night before, which the night before is not a good idea either.
Yeah, maybe 2 nights before.
Sometimes it'd be the night before, but yeah, I mean it just
Yeah, that's what I like grew up like in my head. That was a bachelor
Yeah.
party. It was the night before, then you show
Yeah.
up to your own wedding just hammered.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my God.
And I understand the concept of like wanting to get all the friends together and doing a kind of trip where you're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be harder later on in life, right? People might have
Yeah.
kids, or they might hate each other or whatever, probably because they spent too much at a restaurant. But
Yep.
but it's you can do it in a more economical way, and you can just you just got to be conscious of other people, and because it's not just about you, and it's even though it is a bachelor or bachelorette party, it's not just about the bride or groom too. It's about the other people involved.
Yeah, it's vacation for everybody at this point.
Yeah.
All these destinations,
Yeah, you got to take a day off work for that. Come on,
Insane.
it's
Tough.
killing me.
And we have somebody joining in a few minutes here, Molly, but I do want to hear your thoughts on Oktoberfest since you went there.
Into the Germany one.
Yeah.
Into the Germany one, all the way to Munich.
What? Just to drink
I will
some
just say
large
a few
beers?
things. Extremely large beers.
Wow.
14.50 euro for a liter. We really
I don't know what the hell that
went
means.
into it.
What
Look up
the
the
hell
conversion
that
later.
It's
We're talking
3.8.
$16 for a beer, and we drank 5 of those a day. I was full to the brim with beer, and I don't know if I
God.
can ever drink it again. But just a few highlights.
Yeah.
One, I never knew that Oktoberfest was such a theme park. They had German engineering just had these crazy rides, like 13 stories high. This is all like
Jeez.
giving Six Flags, but they just put it up temporarily for the festival. So ride at your own risk, very entertaining.
Wow.
The other thing is at night, the tents turn into clubs. They turn from German polka music, having a good time, little jig during the day, to straight up American 80s music, black light, people on the table.
Oh man.
Big mic on the table.
Sweet Caroline played minimum
What?
7 times. They love it.
Man,
The
Europe
similar
is
vibe
so
to
far
Miami,
behind
where
us.
everything just turns into a club.
Yeah. It follows me everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Glad you went. Sounds like you're happy you
Survived.
Yes.
That was better than the Miami. You know what? I got to get to Europe. I'm putting it out there. I'm going to
got it.
Europe soon.
Manifest it.
You went, Jared went, Elle went apparently 2 times. Or maybe she never left. I don't know.
Well, we just saw her in the video a second ago, so I don't.
Well, I know, but oh yeah, so she did leave. But
Yeah.
no, in between Italy and Germany.
No, she just went straight there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
And then back to Italy because she found a mate.
She found a what?
That's another story. A mate.
A mate?
She left Matt. It was kind of messy.
In Italy?
No.
Oh my
Oh, that's sad. Sorry,
Luca.
Matt. Sorry,
Oh
Matt.
man. Oh, Luca.
Good guy.
That's a nice
Doesn't speak a
name.
lick of English, but good guy.
That's a good name for a dog, not a person.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Molly. You might be our party expert going forward.
Absolutely. I'm here for it.
Do's and don'ts. Okay.
Yeah, if we have
Mostly the don'ts, but
mostly the don'ts.
sometimes
Okay.
do.
Party fouls. Party foul expert. Okay. Thank you, Molly.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. Yep.
See ya.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. That was Molly. Great having her on.
Thanks, Molly.
Molly. Chubstep Molly.
Sorry you're poor now, but if anybody is a sugar daddy, you got your girl right there.
You know what could help out with money? I heard there is a high conversion between people that join the Church of Four Pillars and people that become rich.
There is.
That ratio is good.
You are going to get ill.
You will get sick.
So the first thing that happens when you join the church is I give you some of my blood. And that blood has actually proven to cause some type of illness. It manifests differently in everybody.
Multiple
but this
people
is not
have experienced this illness?
Yes.
Oh my God. I know my sister got sick.
Yep. Your sister, her fiance.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think your parents got sick. And they all received my blood.
Okay.
So once you get over that, though, your body's going to start recovering, replenishing itself, and it's going to surpass those limits that it had set upon it before.
She did get a new job where I'm assuming
Weird.
she's making more money.
Yep. No.
Since the time that you did that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's only going to keep going.
So Church of Four Pillars, the way people join that, at Paul-T-1 on Venmo and send you, what's the amount right now, Steve?
It's still $4.
$4.
I thought there was an underscore in my name, but I guess not.
I'm pretty sure it's Paul-T-1. It's a picture of you with a towel on your head.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Don't double click that iPhone headphone and skip this podcast, because we'll be right back with more Chubstep.
All right, we had some guests on. We did some things, some topics, whatever. Chubstep.
Yeah, Chubstep, baby.
Okay, new episodes every Thursday. Share the episodes with a friend. Try not to spend a bunch of money on your Bachelor or Bachelorette parties, all that kind of stuff.
And you know what? Get ready for the re-release of the Steed Show.
That's right. Get ready for
that's coming at some point.
It is coming in. Yeah, I've been busy recently, but I promise it will be within the next week. I promise you.
So if you missed it, which hopefully you did,
I think still 40 people didn't miss it, but but it'll be back. All right. The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.